When you're trading in crypto, many people they make the right decision. They analyze the markets, they know exactly where the market is going to go, and accordingly they take their positions with respect to options in BTC or ETH. But in spite of the market going in their favor, still many people lose money because of two reasons mainly. One is wrong strike selection, and second thing is wrong expiry day selection. Because when you're trading with options, not only your view has to be right, your strike and the expiry day should also be right. Because when that goes wrong, you could end up losing money because of theta decay or because of IV crash. There could be lot many factors involved when you trade with options. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to build a tool using AI where I just need to tell my market view whether my view is bullish, bearish or neutral, and then I wanted to tell how many number of days I wanted to hold this trade. Based on these two input, the AI tool should automatically scan all the expiries or all the options data that is available with BTC and ETH. It will check every single expiry and check what is the bid and ask spread, how the theta decay is there, where the overall IV is there, how the open interest is there. So it should check every single details, and then accordingly it should suggest me this is the best strike to choose and this is the best expiry to trade. Now I can go and click on that and directly execute the trade. So this way all I have to do is just select my market view and select the number of days I am willing to hold the trade. Accordingly the AI will do all the necessary analysis and it will suggest me with the right trade and right setup. So in this video I am going to explain you how do you build this tool with the help of Delta Exchange API Copilot, with the help of Delta Exchange API documentations, and also using AI tools like Lovable AI or Claude AI. I'll help you and explain you how you can build this tool so that the overall analysis and execution becomes a lot more easier for you. So once I give the detailed requirement to Delta Exchange API Copilot, that exactly knows what are the fields it should look for from the API documentation of Delta Exchange, and accordingly it would give us the necessary endpoints, necessary URLs we should look for, so that we can fetch the right informations, because we do not know exactly where to pull the gamma, theta, IV. All these values we cannot easily directly go and figure it out from the API documentation. By using the help of API Copilot, that exactly knows what are the endpoints, URLs, postbacks, everything it should know we need to look for. Accordingly it would create the detailed documentations, what are the things you need for order placement, order fetching, data analysis, everything. And now we have the complete information using which we can build the necessary tool using AI. Because directly if we go and ask the AI tool to build it, it can build it, but it doesn't know what are the details of the APIs and everything. So by seeking the help of API Copilot, we got the complete details. Now using which we can go and build the necessary tool. So now I have opened Lovable App AI. So this is also a portal using which you can build multiple portals or web portals to do all this analysis and everything. So this is one tool which you can use, where I have copy pasted the complete documentation here. So do not worry about the prompts, that will also be shared along with this video. All code and prompts discussed in this video are available on Delta Exchange community, and the link is available in the description here. So where I have shared copy pasted everything from the API Copilot and pasted it here, and asking it to build the tool so that it can analyze and where it can allow me to execute it with the help of Delta Exchange APIs. So once I send the complete the details, it would automatically scan and read every single requirement what we have pasted, and accordingly it would decide what it needs to build. So initially it would take some time and then start building segment by segment. Initially it would build the foundation, like how the overall the sites has to be, and what are the elements it should look for, and is there anything else that it should need, what are those details it should need, or what are those details it should fetch from the Delta Exchange API. So everything it would do and start preparing to build this specific portal, which might take some 5 to 10 minutes of time. Once that is done, then the initial portal will be ready, and from there we can take it further if we need to edit it, or if we need to modify it, or if we need to make certain changes, then it can allow us. So the complete tool can be built with the help of Lovable AI and can also be built with the help of Claude AI. So I'll show both the terms, like both the ways how you can do it, so that whatever things that you're comfortable with, you can go ahead and build this portal. Once the portal is built, I'll also explain how that can be used. So after some time, the Lovable AI would have done creating the complete portal, where there will be a button where you can enter your API keys and secret keys using which you can execute. and you can select your market view and select the kind of strategy you wish. Accordingly, it would recommend what is the necessary strike price you should look for, or what is the necessary expiry date you should look for. So every single details automatically it would scan and it would tell you. Like if you could see, even though there are multiple expiries available, when your market view is bullish and when your overall strategy is buying, you wanted to buy a call option, instead of recommending the current expiry, like for example currently when I'm recording this, it is 5th of August. So it did not recommend me to buy options on 5th of August or 6th of August or 7th of August, but it is directly asking me to buy 14th August expiry date, because that is where the theta is very less. Like if you could see, the theta, overall theta decay is only 5.4%. So it doesn't affect your overall holdings, because when you buy an option, if the market doesn't move in your favor within short span of time, then your option premium totally decays much faster. So we need to choose the strike which is neither very far nor very near, so that you will not lose money on theta decay, but also when the market moves in your favor, you should gain money. So accordingly, it has calculated every single thing, and then it decided, okay, this is the right strike and this is the right expiry also. Same thing when you do for ETH, accordingly it would check what is the let's say for an example I wanted to hold it for less than 1 day, then it suggested, okay, instead of the current day expiry, you buy the next day expiry, even though the theta decay is higher, but it is lesser than the current expiry. And also it suggested what is the necessary strike you need to choose, and all those recommendations is directly, all these analysis recommendations, everything is based on what we select, like my holding period, my market view, my strategy. Accordingly it checks all the liquidities, all the option change data, and finally it is going to give you the right strike and right expiry date, and based on which you can click and execute the orders. So the same thing can also be done with the help of Claude AI. So in order to build the same portal with the help of Claude AI, I have copy pasted everything from the Delta Exchange Copilot, which we initially created during the first phase. I copied it, went to Claude Code. You need to install Claude on your desktop, where you will have access to Claude Code. If you subscribe to their pro subscription, you will get access to the Claude Code. So copy paste the complete documentations here, which we got from API Copilot, just like how we did with Lovable AI. Similarly, we are doing the same thing here. You just copy paste here, and accordingly it would start creating the complete details, like what are the things that is necessary for you to get access to this portal. It would start building it locally from your desktop itself. You can directly access it. In case if you wish to deploy it with the Versal app or any other cloud app, there also you can deploy it. But basically what Claude Code does is similar to what Lovable AI does. Same thing Claude Code also does, but here you can directly run it on your local system itself, so that you don't need any static IP. With the help of your own computer IP, your local IP address, the execution also happens. So this will also take some time to build it, but once that is built, then the overall output will be much better than Lovable AI, because Claude AI is 10 times much better than Lovable AI. So you can try to build this portal on both the cases. Whichever you find it's really helpful for you, we can go ahead with that. So the Claude AI checks all the requirement in detail, where in case if you need any additional information, you can mention that also, where I have mentioned please add a settings at the top of the page, so that I can enter my API key and secret key there. Accordingly I can just mention those details and execute the orders directly from my portal itself. So these are the things where it has worked on. Accordingly it would start creating it, and even it would start testing whether the portal is working fine or not, and everything it would create. And accordingly it would create a separate link like this, where you can directly create a separate page from which it can directly scan and do all this analysis, just like what we have saw in the Lovable AI app. Same thing is done with the Claude AI app. Say here we have BTC ETH. So where I have selected my strategy is option buying. I want to buy option, and I believe BTC is going to go up, and I wanted to hold it for 2 to 3 days. That is my maximum holding period. Now scan the complete option chain and then suggest me what is the strike I need to buy and what is the expiry date I should look for. So once I click on scan chain, automatically it has scanned everything. So as you could see, the higher the theta per day, you should avoid it, because when the theta is higher per day, then that is the percentage that it is going to lose in that specific date. So the more you hold those specific strikes, the higher you lose money. So accordingly it is the recommended expiry date, it has shown as 14th of August, and if you scroll down, then it shows that 64,000 is the strike you need to choose. See, currently it is 64,153, so it is just at the money or slightly in the money options, where it is shown what is the bid and ask spread. So out of all the strikes, this specific expiry and this specific strike has the lesser spread, because usually in option chain we use, we have higher spreads, but it checks exactly where the spreads are lower so that your impact cost is less, and it gives complete reasoning why you should buy this. So based on the liquidity this is good, based on the delta it is good, it has a very tight bid spread and very strong open interest, and active trades, almost $3.2 million were traded in the last 24 hours. So it has given you a complete instruction on this, and you can also type your API keys and secret keys here in settings, and then once you save it, then it gets stored here. So now if I click on prepared trade ticket, now I click on this, and it has directly taken me to this execution window where it shows the current bid and spread ask and what is the price that I should buy on. Say suppose I wanted to buy one lot, I enter the number of lots and click on buy, and it would ask me for a confirmation. You click on OK, and it is placing an order, and the order is placed. Now you go to your Delta Exchange and you could see the order is filled. So if you go to your options, other than the existing two options which we already executed, there is one options, the buy options, which we saw now. So similarly you can do this for anything. Say suppose I wish the market is going to be neutral, it is neither going up nor going down, so I wanted to execute a short strangle now on a wider scale, where I wanted to short out of the money call option and out of the money put option, and I wanted to hold it for 1 day maximum. Now it should scan for that, and then it should suggest me what is the necessary strike and necessary expiry I should look for. So before that, let's close all the open position. So we have closed all the open position. So now if you scroll down, it is suggesting me the 6th August expiry date, and it is suggesting me these two strikes. These are the two strikes which has lesser spreads and higher possibility of decay if the market doesn't move much, if the market is moving as expected in a neutral phase, neither moving up nor moving down, then this expiry is going to this particular strike is going to expire worthless. So this is the specific strike test recommended. Now if I click on this prepared trade ticket, it has generated the necessary call option and necessary put option. It has grabbed the necessary details. Now all I have to do is place the trades. Say suppose I wanted to place 10 lots here and 10 lots here. So call option I mentioned 10 lots, executed, and put option 10 lots, executed. So both the orders are placed. Now go and check here. As you could see, both the orders are executed. So this is how you could do all the analysis, all the executions, everything with the help of AI without writing a single line of code. So this is what I wanted to convey. I hope you really find this helpful. So do not worry about the prompts. So all the complete prompt, if you wanted to recreate this with the help of Claude Code or even Lovable AI, I'll give you a detailed prompt. So all you have to do is just copy paste this prompt to the AI. That would build the same tool for you. So in case if you guys have any questions, please feel free to post it in the comment section. I'll address it.